Welcome back to our data visualization learning session. Today, we'll be demonstrating different types of visualization in Tableau Public. To get started, we will look at the sales superstore dataset to see how we can visualize it in different data graphs. One thing I'd like to point out is that the way I'm visualizing a dataset may not be the best way to show the data, but nevertheless, it is a way of showing a data for illustration purposes. And we'll use a graph to show that how we can display data in particular data type, particular data graph, in a particular data graph. For this project, we'll be using Tableau Public, as I mentioned earlier. Now, let's open the data set. The sales superstore data set. Opening sales superstore data set from my folder. But keep in mind that the location of data set may not be same for you, as the location of a data set may be different from the location of data set I have in my computer. Therefore, your path may be different. Opening sales or data store, next step is to we'll drag and drop the order data set into the data browser area. Here we have a order data set that's being dropped, and this is the data inside this table. Now, once data is here, we will click the table, the sheet one here. We have different areas in the graph. We have different areas in the Tableau Public. This is the column and rows area. This is a graph area. These are dimensions and measures area. This is a filter, this is a page, these are marks, color. We are trying to highlight these here. Next step is to is to move the category field into rows. Where the category field? Right here. Now we'll move into rows. Next step. Once that's done, we'll move the measure names into columns. Measure name into columns. Once that's done, measure values gets dropped into measure values. Now, if we do this, what we have is a table or cross tab. It's simply a table that shows the that shows the discount, profit, quantity, and sales for each category of furniture. There's furniture, office supplies, and technology. There's a lot of information here. Showing this information in a table manner is not the right way to present in a large public presentation. This is suitable for mixed audience where some people are interested in office roles and some people are interested in technology roles. It may be suitable for that kind of mixed audience. But if it's a large audience, then it may not be suitable. Mixed audience is a smaller than large group. It's like a medium-sized range of medium-sized of group. Medium-sized group, well, group is not too large. Such as number of people that can fit in a room, 10 to 12 people. Not being able to show a table to a large audience is one of the drawbacks of a table. Nevertheless, it is as cutting edge as any visualization to show the data, and nothing compares showing a table in an appendix. Some people may be interested in details, and they can go to appendix and look at the details in a table. Nevertheless, showing a graph and visualization doesn't is much more intuitive for any people. And this lends us to next type of visualization called heat map. What does a heat map do? Heat map uses a sense of color to focus the eye on different parts of the table. To do this, what we will do is we will take out everything except profit from the measure values. That is, we'll take out this, we'll take out discount, we'll take out quantity, we'll take out sales, and we'll only put this in measure values. Now we'll right click the highlight table here to show the values here. To show the values here. Now what we are doing is we also can enhance this table by adding more detail to it, a subcategory information, which we have not done yet. So let's add a subcategory information too. What we see now is that there are few rows which are highlighted, for example, tables, which has a negative profit, and bookcases a negative profit. Other have, and this also supplies have negative profit, and others have positive profit. It jumps out to you that there are few rows that have negative profit, and that's the job of highlight function or heat map function to focus on certain parts of the table. Now next, what we're going to do is we'll try to change this graph and show you the how to do bar chart. Bar chart is widely used and hence widely underestimated visualization. But nevertheless, it is widely used because it is really easy to understand and really easy to create. Now, to do this, we'll drag profit measure to color. Now let's duplicate this tab first and drag profit measure to color. In Show Me tab and create a bar graph. This is a bar graph. Now what we need to do is we'll drop this profit measure to color and let's see what we have. Wow, we see that. What do we see here? Let me ask you this. What do we see here? We see that this particular furniture has a negative balance or negative profit, and this has a negative profit, and supplies have negative profit. It just jumps out to you, isn't it? And that's the beauty of bar chart. Now, moving on, we'll create a different kind of chart called stacked bar chart. This is a stacked bar chart, which shows that the different category of furniture and profit level for each category. Here what we see is that in y-axis we have profit, In x-axis we have different category of furniture, and within each category we can see the profit for in each category, different furniture within each category. For example, the technology has the highest, the copier has a more profit than than accessories, and for furniture we see that chairs have more profit than bookcases or tables or furniture or furnishings have chairs have more profit than furnishings. Those kind of information it provides. And overall, technology has a higher profit than all other categories. Next, we'll try to see how we can show the relationship between two different measure values. And to do that, we'll use scatter plot. Now, in Find Me button, let's click scatter plot here.